Want to hear a funny story?
Why else would I be here?
Well, I hope so. Because that's my show. Whoa. I used to drive for Lyft full-time, and I experienced things. Great and terrible things. And today I'd like to share one of those experiences with you. This actually happened back in 2021, and I released an episode about it in 2021. But only 60 people heard it. Like, as of today. Literally. I just checked. I mean, until now, of course.
Derapy. Season 3 of Derapy.
Today is Friday, October 8th, 2021. Welcome to Derapy Season 3. Pull up to a house in the middle of Murfreesboro. It's a huge house. I hit arrive in the Lyft app. 5 minutes go by. I am allowed to leave with no consequence after I make a phone call to the passenger. I call, no one answers. I start to drive away, but I don't actually cancel the ride yet. I'm going to do it when I'm a little bit farther away. Somebody comes running outside. I hear them screaming like very vaguely. Hey, hey, hey. So I roll down the window and I stop. The app says his name is Tim. He looks like Tim. Tim is running and flailing his arms. I roll down the window and he says, "My friends are coming. I'm sorry. Just hold on, please." I'd love to leave, but now we've seen each other's faces, so I'd feel a little bit worse about canceling the ride. So after 2 minutes, two characters walk out the house and towards my car. They are objectively not good-looking people. Damn. Not just by like societal like beauty standards. I mean, they look unhealthy, but they're in high spirits. No pun intended, I promise. They're very happy. They're like arm in arm. Jason and April get into my car. Jason is in the front seat next to me. April is in the back seat. The first thing Jason says to me is, "I don't know where that says we're going." And he points at my phone. "But I'll tell you where we're really headed." Based on the way he said it, I don't think Tim knows where this ride he's paying for is actually headed. But I don't care. It's like noon. I'm ready for an adventure. April introduces herself from the back. "Hi, darling." And we're on our way to wherever Jason says. So just to be clear, this is literally the first time they are speaking to each other. For the first couple of minutes that we're in the car, Jason is just talking to me about where we're going to be headed. He says he doesn't know exactly where, but it's like somewhere on... I don't know exactly where that is, but it's somewhere in South Nashville. After like 10 to 15 minutes, this is the first time I hear them talk to each other. And at this point, we are on I-24 headed west. "Hey, baby." "What? You call Nick?" "Shh, don't say his name, damn it. Don't friggin' shush me." "No, I ain't call him. He knows we're coming." "He's at the motel?" "Yeah." "Well, I want to call him." "You call him then." "Give me your phone." "What's wrong with yours?" "It's dying. Just give me yours. I'm playing music up here." I can play music from my phone. I have like every song ever on my phone. It's fine. See? Let me use your phone. I'm just gonna call Nick and make sure we're on time. Stop saying his name. Fine. You got Joyner Lucas on your phone? So at this point, we're playing Joyner Lucas pretty loudly. April is in the back seat, and I notice Jason doesn't notice this because he's vibing out to Joyner Lucas and he's trying to explain to me why Joyner Lucas is such a good rapper. We'll talk about that another day. But he's distracted by our conversation. I immediately noticed that the reason April asked for his phone was to call this Nick character, whose name I'm not supposed to be saying. Jason doesn't seem to notice that she has not called him yet. She's just scrolling. She's just scrolling Jason's phone. At one point, I hear a sound. I hear a sound from the back seat. Jason doesn't hear it, but I hear it. And I know that I heard what I think I thought I heard, because April and I make eye contact through the rear view mirror and the sound on the phone stops. It sounded something like this. I'll let you wonder what that is. But before I know it, all hell is breaking loose. "You fucking asshole." "What? You fucking asshole. I knew it." What are you talking about? What are you saying? Why are you calling me names? What's going on? "Your phone, Jason, your phone." Did you call Nick? Did you call Nick? "I know. Call Nick. I was looking at you being a fucking cheating fucking scumbag. I fucking knew it." What are you talking about? Are you going through my phone? See, this is why I can't trust you. This is why we have problems, because you're always going through shit that has nothing to do with you. What do you mean it has nothing to do with me? I'm supposed to be your girl. And now, how do you explain this? How do you explain this video, Jason? What is this? And she starts playing. She starts playing the video again. And I hear it. I hear exactly what I heard before. And it's just like a longer version of it. And Jason grabs the phone. "Give me that. Give me that. That's not even... That's not even me. That's not even me. How do you know that's me?" "I know what your looks like, Jason, and I know that's not me." I'm trying to hold it together. We're driving 75 miles per hour. She's screaming. He's screaming. And his only defense is, you shouldn't be going through my stuff. It's like you don't trust me or something. Of course I don't trust you. How do you explain this? Okay, what? That's not you in the video?
No.
That's not you in the video?
No.
That's not me. That's not me in the video. Okay, how do you explain this message, Jason? Who's messaging you asking for dick and dope? Huh? How do you explain that? And at that point, I remember in my brain thinking, like, that sounds like a really hard thing to talk your way out of. I don't really know what you could possibly lean back on at this point. What I talk about between my friends and I is between my friends and I. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Oh, now you want to say that we're together. We're not together. You know what? We're not together. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that.
I can do what I like.
You don't get to tell me that we're not together. When we woke up this morning in bed together, we was together. When we were just walking out on the lawn towards this nice young man's car.
We were just walking
we were together. We were arm in arm. We were laughing and giggling. We were all good. We were Bonnie and Clyde.
No,
and now you want to act like we're not together because you got caught up getting
I didn't get caught doing anything.
Who the fuck is saying, huh? It's none of your business. Like you said, we're not together. This would go on for some time, and eventually she says it doesn't matter because they're broken up. So he can do whatever he wants. They're going to meet up with Nick. They're going to get what they asked for. They're going to split what they have, and then they're going to be done with each other. We arrive at our first stop. It's a motel. It's a bad motel. Jason, at some point during the ride, decided to take his shirt off. I almost forgot to mention it. Not that it really matters all that much, but I just want to paint the picture. He's a white, skinny man with a lot of tattoos. He gets out of the car. He goes into the motel. I'm assuming that's where he's going to meet Nick. So it's just April and I in the car, and April wants to go to the gas station that's right across the street. I ask if Jason will mind. I don't give a fuck what he minds. Okay, I'm sorry I asked. Excuse me. We go to the gas station. She goes inside the gas station. It's hard to really describe the area that we're in South Nashville, but there is a black woman outside on FaceTime, and she is yelling at somebody because they were supposed to meet her there to fight, but they aren't showing up. So she's hollering about that. Eventually, April comes out of the gas station, comes back to me, gets in the car. It's very strange because I feel like because I've been with these people for half an hour now, Jason and April, even though I don't think they're particularly good people, I have like an attachment to them in an odd way. I feel like I've witnessed, a very impactful moment in their saga, in their journey here. So when I heard this woman screaming outside at the gas station, threatening someone that wasn't there, for a split second, I thought, oh no, I hope April's not in trouble. And I actually rolled down the window, peeked my head out to make sure that April was okay. In the moment, I felt like kind of protective over April because she seemed to be in a situation with somebody that wasn't treating her well. I don't know, man. Maybe I just, my heart's just so big, I guess. I don't know. But April gets back in the car. Hey, you know what's going on with that woman over there? I didn't know if it had anything to do with you. No, that's just how it is down here. Okay, good. I was worried about you. Oh, darling, that's so sweet. Oh my. If only Jason was half as sweet as you, and we might actually have something. Do you have a girlfriend or anything? Yeah, April, I'm sorry. Additionally, while we were together, I actually spent a little bit of time talking to April about why we were doing what we were doing today. Like, what was the reason that we had to go and pick up what I ultimately discovered was supposed to be meth or some type of very hard drug, obviously. And she said that it really just helps her get through the day. She used to do cocaine, but it didn't give her quite the bump that she needed, no pun intended. She just uses it for a little boost. Sometimes, she just needs like a little spring in her step, to motivate her to do things like clean her house or her apartment, or, make sure all the dishes are done, or make sure the bathroom's clean. She says she does one little bump and it just gets her through the day. But when she's off of it, she feels terrible. She feels like life is worthless. I don't know if that's life. I don't know if that's life actually being that bad, or if that's just the withdrawal that you feel from not doing meth. Have you considered, I don't know, why not 5-hour energy if we just need a boost? Or just maybe stopping, rehab. And she said where she grew up, where she came from, there was no other option, blah blah blah, whatever. It's a sad story, but also it doesn't really help when you are involved with an enabling and, according to her, abusive person like Jason. So we got to know each other a little bit. It's just a really unfortunate situation, but I knew as long as I continued to drive these two around, I wasn't really in any like serious danger. Like, they didn't have any beef with me. It was really with each other. And every minute that I'm driving them around is probably another $1 that Tim has to pay me. Jason is standing outside of the motel by himself, shirtless, looking very suspicious, by the way. Like, if I was a cop driving by, I'd be like,
what are you doing?
But April and I pull back up. He's kind of upset because he thinks that we abandoned him. Of course not. I mean, she might, but I wouldn't. Actually, whatever. It doesn't matter. He gets back in the car. She starts asking him where the stuff is. He says that Nick isn't there. It just occurred to me that the reason why they had that big argument earlier about the messages and the videos and whatever, April was actually supposed to be calling Nick to confirm, place and time. And it turns out that her not making that phone call is actually what made our trip so much longer than it needed to be, because now Nick doesn't trust us. He was already kind of skeptical of the fact that they were using a Lyft driver to go and pick up drugs. They didn't call, they didn't confirm or anything. So he's at a different place now. So we end up going to a Dollar General for whatever reason. I don't know if we're supposed to meet in the front or the back or whatever, but I just park. And this time I'm stuck in the car alone with Jason. April is the one that's going into the Dollar General. I spent a lot of time with Jason. We talk a little bit about her. I'm curious now. I know why she's doing drugs. She feels like she doesn't know what to do without it. Without it, she probably suffers some serious withdrawals, but also she feels like, her life sucks generally, and it's the only thing that keeps her going. When I ask Jason why he's doing meth, he tells me because it's fun, makes him feel good, and he's not hurting anyone. April said some pretty crazy stuff about you, about stuff that you've done to her, and it's like, I don't really know either of you all that well, so I'm just kind of interested to hear your side since we're just sitting here. Oh, obviously she didn't tell you the full story. She's been beating the shit out of me for years. Okay. All right. See, there's always two sides to a story. There's really no point in hearing one and not the other. There's always something that escalates something. There's always a reaction. There's always an action to the reaction. There's a reaction to the action, stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of from some slack. Like, both of you are doing drugs. Like, you're clearly both not like in a good place to be in, like a good healthy relationship that's not toxic. Jason gets bored with talking to me, which is understandable because I find his story fascinating, but right now he's in the middle of something deadly serious. Like, for me, I'm literally just on the clock getting paid to just talk to meth heads. But for him, he's on a mission. He has stuff to do today. So he's finally fed up. Where the hell is she? I'm going in there. Whoa. Jason, shirt, put a shirt on. All right. So eventually he leaves. I remember texting Spice at the time and being like, you won't believe what's going on right now, but I sent her my location just in case anything happens. He and her finally come back out. I'm like, is everything good? Did we find him? And
she was just in there catching up with her friend. It wasn't about me catching up with my friend. She knew Nick. She was talking to me about Nick and we were just catching up. Why are you always yelling? Why can't you stay on task? Why can't you just do what you're told? Why can't you just do what we're supposed to do? We've been out here for hours. Tim's gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, Tim is paying me for this.
Tim's gonna be pissed. We're probably running up his car. We've been driving around all day. This guy's not gonna want to drive us around forever. He's a sweet guy. I've been talking to him. You don't know him like I do. No, I do know him. I know that y'all been talking. I know that you probably like him, don't you? I don't like him. What makes you think I said that? Did you tell him that I like you?
No. We were just talking about drugs.
You leave him out of this. You don't be mean to him. I'm not being mean to him. You're the one that's being mean to him. All I want to do is go and pick up what we said we were going to pick up and be done with you. I just want to be done with you.
Yeah, you want to be done with me all the way up until you need to get a little hit again, all the way up until you need drugs again. This is what's wrong with you. This is what's wrong with us. Hey, so where do we need to go next? It's been like 2.5 hours and I'm just trying to figure out like what the next move is. I mean, I'm cool to drive around all day, but right now we're just in the Dollar General parking lot and I don't know who Nick is or where he is, but I imagine like it probably doesn't take him this long to complete like one transaction. I'm not like an expert or anything, but maybe we should get him on the phone and make sure that he's even still willing to, do this. And the sooner we get this over with, the sooner I can get back to Murfreesboro. I think I've already made enough with this one ride to be like done for the day. So I'd really like to wrap it up if that's okay. See, that's what I'm saying. We don't need to waste this man's time anymore.
I'm not trying to waste
I'm going to call Nick
okay.
And we're going to figure out where he is, wherever he is. I want to make sure he's actually there. And then we're going to go and get what we say we're going to get so we can get on back home. That's what I've been trying to do. Okay. Good. I'll call him. So we get the immortal Nick on the phone. And I wish I knew what he'd look like or what he sounded like. I could only hear him very vaguely through the phone, but he sounded like a man with a plan. He had a stern, definitive voice, and he sounded disappointed, to be honest. But our last stop was going to be not a Walmart, because we drove over by Walmart because one of them heard him say Walmart, so they told me to go to Walmart. But in fact, he was at the gas station that was right in front of Walmart, which is where our last stop would be. We pull up at the gas station. We park in just a normal gas station parking spot, not like by the pumps, but like kind of off by the side. April gets out of the car because she recognizes somebody in a car that's at the gas station. It's not Nick, but it is a car full of people, like 4 of them, and they're yelling out the window at April, and April is yelling back at them because like they're friends, not like the black woman screaming by herself at the last gas station. Like at this gas station, everybody's all friendly. April's very excited to see them, completely forgets what's going on.
Oh my God, hey, y'all, hey, what are y'all doing out here? What are y'all doing on Heart Lane?
April, is that Nick? Is Nick over there with you? No, it's not Nick.
Then what are you doing? Get back in the car right now. I'm serious. You can't tell me what to do. You said we're not together.
Do they know him? Do they know Nick?
I mean, yes. They know him, and Nick lives close. He lives close. They know him. Trust me.
Right. I'm coming with you. Jason and April are now out of the car. I'm in the car by myself at the gas station. I don't really want to look over there. I don't really want to, I'm definitely not going to get out of the car. I'm just looking in my mirrors to see what's going on. Jason and April are talking to these people that are at the gas station. Nick isn't there, but apparently they know him. And then I get back on my phone and I start, I don't know. I just start killing time. I don't know what's about to happen. I don't really want these people to know who I am or that I drove them there. I just don't want to be a part of it. I'm officially in too deep. I didn't know there were going to be this many more characters. It's all becoming a little bit too much. Suddenly there's somebody tapping on my window and it scares me so bad. I jump so hard, but it's just April.
Roll the window down. Roll it down.
Hello, April.
Hi, those are my friends over there. Hey, y'all, this is Derek. He's the coolest Lyft driver ever. He's been driving us around. He's so nice. They're really cool. You like them. That one over there, she's my sister. Well, she's technically my sister. She's totally. We've been close for so long. We're basically like sisters. And that's my friend Tony. That's
you don't
John.
have to tell me their names.
And okay. I don't remember that.
April. Who are these people? I thought we were supposed to be meeting Nick. What's going on?
Okay, I'm actually going to ride with them down the street, down to where Nick lives, because we were supposed to meet him at this gas station. But that was going to be 10, 15 minutes from now. We got here kind of quick, so we're just going to go over there and meet him. No, Derek, we're not going to leave you out. I mean, you can take Jason there, and because it's all about Jason. He needs to be there too. He's been with us the whole day. I'm gonna ride with my friends. I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna ride right down the road, and you just follow us. Okay? All you have to do is follow us.
Okay. All right, April. If you say so.
Don't be so nervous. They're nice.
But you know me. Come on. I mean, we're going to the drug dealer's house. Don't you kind of understand why that would be kind of weird?
You don't have to get out of the car. Just take Jason there.
Okay. All right, April. I'll see you in a minute.
All right. Just follow us.
She walks away. She gets in their car and they leave. I'm sitting there by myself, and then I see Jason walking back over. He's mad. I can tell by the way he's walking, and his shirt's off again. Gets in my car, slams the door. I don't appreciate that.
We're going.
Down the street, follow
No.
April. Murfreesboro.
Yes, Jesus.
Well, sounds good to me. And we just start driving back to Murfreesboro. Right back to Tim's house. What about April? I told her if she gets in the car with them, it's over. We're done. I'm not chasing them around anymore. I'm not chasing her around anymore. She needs this. She needs this. The meth.
She needs that stuff more than me.
Yeah.
I just do it for fun. Like I told you, I just do it for fun. She
Yeah.
needs it. She'll do anything for it. She'll go to that house and get on her knees and jump up and down, do jumping jacks, somersaults. She'll do whatever.
All
and
right.
now that she's with those friends, and God, I hate her friends.
They
Now
don't
that she's
seem-
with them, it's just too much. There's just too many people involved.
Yeah.
And this Nick guy, he doesn't play around like that. We should not be going in his house. I'm like, yeah, I agree. I don't think we should be going to his house either. This is a very mature decision. I'm glad that we're making it, and I'm more than happy to go back
Just
to
fucking
Murfreesboro.
put Tim's house back in the GPS.
Okay, sorry. Let's go.
It doesn't take long for April to realize that we're not following her to Nick's house. And I'm so glad that we didn't. I'm so glad that Jason wised up and decided that it wasn't worth it. He and her both don't look great. But it's very clear to me that she does more meth than him. It's very clear to me that she is a lot more dependent on it than he is, which is interesting because he's literally doing it just because it's fun, and she does it just to clean the house or whatever. But in actuality, somebody that needs it to do something like that would argue that they need meth to do pretty much anything. So Jason decided that after 3 hours, it wasn't worth going all the way to Nick's house. It's just crazy how, when I look back, when I think about it, we went from him not even wanting to say his name in front of me to April wanting us all to go to his house. So it's very clear who the smarter one was, like as far as self-preservation goes. And I'm glad that at the end of the day, we ended up just going back to Murfreesboro. I never saw any drugs. There were never any drugs in my car. As far as I'm concerned, they were making the whole thing up. Who knows? But on our way back to Murfreesboro, we just listened to more Joyner Lucas, his favorite rapper, very, very loudly. April would call a number of times. He would pick up the phone just to listen to her cry because she felt betrayed and she was upset with me, the Lyft driver. She was upset with me. She was upset with Jason, and Jason would literally put her on mute, and you could hear her screaming and crying while we were driving back, and he would just laugh at her while she was on mute and say that she made her choice. She chose to get in that car. All she had to do was stay with us, and we could have just finished the mission, but nope. She got distracted at Dollar General. She got distracted earlier having to go to that gas station without him. And now she got distracted wanting to get in a car with her friends and go to Nick's house. We should have never gone to Nick's house, he says. We should have waited for Nick to come to the gas station like we planned. And he's not gonna go to a drug dealer's house. And he said he didn't want to bring me there. Jason didn't want to bring me to Nick's house. What a guy. He thought of me. So as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I felt a little bad about leaving her, but she was with her friends. Even though when she was crying on the phone, she claimed that, those weren't really her friends, even though I remember her telling me specifically that one of them was basically her sister. At the end of the day, she wanted to be with Jason. Meth isn't the same when you're doing it on your own, I guess. I don't know. Nothing ended up happening to me. One of them, I don't know if it was him or her, did end up stealing like the USB cable out of my car. But if that's the only thing I'd lost that day, I really can't complain considering how bad things certainly could have gotten from the motel to the gas station, back to the motel, to the Dollar General, to the Walmart, to the gas station in front of the Walmart, and luckily never to Nick's house. Don't do drugs, I guess, is the moral of the story. Don't go to the drug dealer's house. This is all pretty obvious stuff. Hey, for legal reasons, I made all that up. It's just for entertainment purposes. Hope you all enjoyed a little throwback episode of mine. It's one of my favorites. If you appreciate hearing stories like this from my checkered past, please like the video, leave a comment, support the channel for $1. That's all I got. Love you, mean it. Enjoy the outro.
Chance in hell they trying me. Damn. I forgive a bully, but I don't forget. I'm not mad, but if I ever see you suck my, I'm just playing, man. I'm joking. It's all fun, I'm poking. Short but tough like Rogan. Taking shots, you choking. I just had an epiphany while writing this symphony. Name could go down in infamy because it just occurred to me that I can say whatever. Bob, Google, Gaga, got them gun drops. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but that's the same reason that I won't stop spitting the fire like Drogon. You better not doze off like it is an 8 a.m. lecture. I am the pinnacle. Listen, it's critical. This is a miracle, what I am doing. There is no plan to stop what I'm pursuing. I have been grinding while you have been snoozing. What is the plan when the plan is not losing? Just getting started, there's more than I'm brewing. I'm out of shape. That is not a bar. Just my current state like Tennessee. I can't afford Hennessy. Alcohol my remedy. Won't stop for a century. Go on for infinity. Cutting up like surgery. Execute so clinically. My first car was burgundy. Man, that shit was ugly, but it got my ass from A to B. Rapping simple ABCs. Don't know why they hate on me. Something season 3.